Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing this video for you guys today. It's our first video, so cut us some slack. It's just an everyday look, really easy. Starting off with skincare, just doing a little bit of Murad, some Caudalie, and some Fresh, and I'll have a video on that eventually of just everything that we do. This is a Makeup Forever HD primer. It is going to be discontinued, but they are coming out with some new ones, so I might use one of those in the future. This is my favorite foundation. It's Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I'm using a new Marc Jacobs brush. I think it's called The Shape, I want to say, but yeah, basically I just kind of put it everywhere, all over my face. I look really silly right there. Just kind of put it everywhere, and I do more of like a stippling effect and just kind of work it into the skin, making sure I blend it really evenly down my neck. It is a good color for me, but I still want to make sure that I blend it nicely just in certain areas. It helps with my redness because it's a little bit more yellow, and I personally like to wear yellow foundations, but that's just me. So what's next? Still working on that foundation. And this is my favorite under eye concealer for fair skin. It is the HD concealer from Makeup Forever in number 315, and I realized that I put way too much concealer on. And yeah, this is a Dior Skin Air Flash pen, and it's just the yellow one. I can't remember the exact number of it, but I use that for highlighting a little bit. Again, I put too much, didn't mean to, and I just kind of work it on places that I want to pull forward, like my lips because they're really small, and just threw a little bit on my forehead. This is the Makeup Forever Artisan Brush number 144. It's my favorite concealer brush in the world. I have this one, and I have one at work, and I also have one in my kit brush belt that I have. I just kind of blend out my concealer. Really easy, just kind of pat it in. I'm not really like moving it a lot around the face. And yes, I do this after foundation because I'm highlighting more so than concealing. And I also like to pat in my under eye concealer with this too. Just a little bit. And then I go in with the number 57 brush from Sephora collection. Another really good concealer brush. I like it for kind of buffing everything out. I don't really like to use this one a whole lot for everything else, but it's a really good, easy concealer brush to use. This is the HD blush number 335, I believe, and I'm using just like a flat top brush from Sephora. It's like a brush, like kit brush that I found. Just a flat kabuki brush essentially, and I'm just doing some underpainting or cream contouring with it. Now the color is a little bit pink because it is a blush, but it's all I have right now, so y'all can just deal with it. I just kind of go around where I want to do some contouring. Nothing crazy, because I'll go back with powder after I set everything and kind of give it a little bit more dimension. My face shape is it's kind of like a heart that's trying to be around a little bit. So I like to do mostly the sides of my cheeks a little bit where I have a double chin, and then around the top of my forehead. So nothing out of the normal. This is a Laura Mercier concealer brush I like to use for going a little bit down my nose with that same contour color. Very lightly. I feel like my face can get a little flat if I don't contour my nose. And I'm just going to do a little bit more so in the socket rather than down the sides because I have a pretty narrow nose. And just blending it really gently. Doing a little bit on the tip too, just making sure that it looks like a little baby nose. And then I like to set everything with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This stuff is awesome. I use it with a number 55 Sephora collection brush. Just kind of pat it everywhere, being really gentle with it, not rubbing it, but more so patting. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder that I use under my eyes. Yes, I realized I did not blend out my concealer before I did this, so that's my fault. But like I said, this is our first video, so cut me some slack, y'all. But I do love this one. It does help to brighten, and it does set very well. The next one I use is the new color from Anastasia in Ash Brown. I went over my cream contouring with this powder just to give it some more depth. That technique is called underpainting. And I love the color of it. It's really similar to, I think it's Java in the contouring kit that she already has, but really similar to that color, just a little bit more ashy, which is what you need if you have fair skin. I'm going in with a Real Techniques brush and doing my hairline. The one that I used with the around my cheekbones was the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. And I really love this Real Techniques brush. It's really nice for blending out your contour. It's just I just love that brush. It's just something about it. I love it. This is a Marc Jacobs powder with that same 55 brush that I used in the beginning. I realized that I kind of went a little bit overboard, so I'm just kind of buffing out. Normally I don't use this much product, but I just needed to buff some stuff out. It was just a little bit too much for me. Just kind of going over everything. And then I'm going to be using the Pantone Marsala blush palette with that same brush that I used for contouring my forehead, just to throw some color on the cheeks. And then I'm using a new baked duo from Sephora collection. It's a highlighting duo. I love it. I just swirl my little light brush from the Kat Von D thing all over and just put it where I want to highlight a little bit more. It's a really pretty highlight. Then onto the eyes, I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the anti-aging version. This is what I have right now. I love any kind of eye primer that works really well. And then I'm going over with Painterly Paint Pot. I don't use Paint Pot as a primer. Some people can. I can't. So it's just really whatever works for you. And then this is a really quick how I do my brows. How I do my brows changes constantly, like all the time, like on a day-to-day basis. I'm using Gimme Brow just to give my hair some color. Since we made this video, I have dyed my brows a little bit, so they do have some more color. And I like to use just a pencil to kind of fill in the back, depending on the day, like I said. I'm going to do a more in-depth brow tutorial on different ways that I like to do my brows in the future, but this is just a really quick video. I didn't want to waste you guys' time on how much time I spend on my brows, because it's a lot. Because I need a lot of help. I ain't got much going on. And just going through a pencil, still doing it, still going for it. I think we're almost done. Still blending, yeah. Keep going. Then I'm using the Tarte Lip palette. I love this palette. Using it with a number 10 brush from Sephora, holding back on the brush and blending really lightly, just kind of creating a crease because my eyes are a little bit more flat, so I'm just giving it some dimension, going back in with a darker color. This is just kind of mapping out my crease. Then I'm taking my Pantone Marsala palette, which I love. I don't think we have it in store anymore, but it is beautiful. If you ever find one, get it because it's awesome. I took an orange color, just kind of buffed it into the crease. Really easy, nothing crazy. Make sure you blend it out really well. It's pretty bright. That is a number 27 brush from Sephora, going in with a darker brown. The 27 is a lot like a 217 from MAC, so if you have a 217, works just the same. I think they're different hair types, but this is also a natural bristle. Just going on the outer corner and inner corner because I am doing that more like a halo look with my eyeshadow. Then I'm taking that really pretty red color, going in with a fluffy pencil brush and just kind of working in the inner corner and outer corner, giving it a little bit more depth, a little bit more color, working up to that really pretty Marsala color. If y'all couldn't tell, that's like my favorite color this year. I love it. And then going underneath with that same 10 brush from before, blending out the underneath my eye area with number 10, just kind of putting a nice taupey brown under there. And then going in with a little bit of a red. Nothing crazy. Blending out just the outer corners. My eyes are a little bit more further apart, so this look kind of works well for me. And I'm taking a flat brush from Sephora collection. This is number 12. I'm going into a Makeup Forever eyeshadow, one of their new artist shadows. I can't remember the number of it. It's just like a peachy tone shadow with a little bit of gold, and just working that on the center of the lid. I'm taking the Makeup Forever Star Powder. I believe it's 940 is the number, with just a little flat brush and working it under my brow as a highlight because it's really pretty. It works really well with the eye look that we're doing. Yeah, just putting it right there. And also going down the nose, because it's also a really pretty highlight. I just wanted to kind of toss it on my face too. I'm taking Sephora Collection Contour Pencil. I believe the color is Black Lace. It's just a really creamy waterproof pencil, working it on my waterline only on the top. It's just a personal preference. Just kind of tight lining. Taking Dior Show Maximizer Lash Plumping Serum. Just a white mascara as a primer. And priming my lashes, making sure they look really long, because I'm not doing an eyeliner with this look for real. And then I'm taking the Marc Jacobs new Omega Lash Mascara, which that clip was really short, I'm sorry, and just buffing that, or not buffing, but putting that on top. I like those mascaras. They're pretty nice. I don't have like a favorite mascara, but they work well together. I do enjoy them. And then I'm taking the Hourglass Lip Oil, my favorite lip treatment ever, and just popping that on before I do my lip liner. This is the Sephora Collection Waterproof Lip Liner in Mauve. Love this color. If you have cashmere, it's a really good lip liner for cashmere, from Lime Crime, which is what I'm about to put on. I love it. Popping Lime Crime cashmere on. And then I'm going to go, I kind of like to do a lot of lip products. I'm going to go on top with the new Marc Jacobs nude lipstick in Anais. Popping that on top. And that is like my favorite nude lip right now. And then I'm going to set everything with Mist and Fix. And we're done. Yay!